Hello, folks. It's a tough morning this morning. I'm here in the DMV area, and you guys heard about the incident with the plane and the helicopter. Looking at 67 lives that may or may not been lost. Uh, Still hopeful that there'll be some life that is able to be saved in this incident. Um, it's sad. It's sad because it's a lot of families. That's a lot of families, and the timing. The timing was so rough because they were landing. Landing in minutes. So people were already there. To pick up their loved ones. And their relatives, and not knowing, how would they be able to know, send a message. I know when I fly, excuse me, when I fly, if someone is going to be there, or you want to let people know, you text, hey, about to landing in 15 minutes, land in a few minutes, we're approaching, or something like that, or even like on the ground, you kind of communicate during that time, because right when you're landing, you're able to text and everything before you land, just naturally, if you don't have Wi-Fi and stuff. So that happens, and they're sitting there. I'm very empathetic. I have a lot of sympathy. I'll be honest with you. I'll be transparent, but I'm very empathetic, and I can put myself in that individual's shoes, just sitting there and waiting, and just come to a realization, if they listen to the radio, or seeing kind of commotion after a while of sitting at the airport, then trying to figure out what's happening, then find out that there was an incident. And you don't hear from your loved ones again. The family members or friends or who it is you're picking up, you don't hear from them again. Time go by, you don't hear anything. You just gotta pray for these families. Pray for these families. Pray for these families. Pray for these families. Lord bless them. Lord keep them. Dispatch your ministering angels. I pray the peace that surpasses all understanding on those family members, on those sons, daughters, aunts, uncles, mothers, fathers, close friends. Wrap your loving arms around them even now, God. Wrap your arms. That's the reason why we got to walk in love. That's the reason we have to walk in love, because you don't know what can happen at any point in time with your family members, with your friends. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself now. It shouldn't have to take this to think about that. If you have been following me, if you've been listening to, I talk about love a bit. I do talk because I feel it's very important. It's just this important. God is love, right? First of all, so it should be really important. But on this channel, we were talking about Genesis, right? Creation, and chapters 1, 2, and 3. He said, be fruitful and multiply. He said, be fruitful and multiply. But you notice when he said to man, I've given you all the fruit with seed in it, and that should be for you to meat. That for meat. That means that there's some that don't have seed in it. He said it has seed in it. Why would he be so specific? See, I believe everything in the Bible is for a reason. Seed in it. You go through all he talks about seed of Abraham, Isaac, the seed. He said your seed should be blessed, right? He sowed that seed when he was going to slay Isaac. That seed. The nature of the seed is very important, because seed is sown something and it produces something. That's the nature of seed, right? So if we are to eat the fruit with seed in it, seed coming into us, we were created from the ground. Seed coming into it means it should produce something, right? Seed is very important. Scripture says that, they came to Jesus saying, hey, we've done this in your name. We've done this in your name. We've done this. when they came to God, I said, we done this in your name. I'm paraphrasing. You Bible scholars could add some more detail. He said, we done it. He said, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. Now, how would that be? But they did the work. The show, people from the outside could see the work because it was done not in love. It was done out of selfishness. It was done out of personal gain. They had their reward then, right? From the people. It was not done in love. Love is the legality of our actions. If you're walking, even even sowing in your church, he says, don't give grudgingly. Did not? Yes, did. And it also says, don't bring your tithes and offering here if you got all against your neighbor. If you walking and frowning in your neighbor, don't bring that here, because it will be illegal, because it's not done in love. Love is important. Some people could call it the transference with seed, right? People say the energy, right? There it is, energy. But what it really is that seed. You planting something in somebody's. You gotta be careful. That's why I say, what did we talk about? You gotta be careful who you listen to. Sometimes seeds are being planted in you when you don't realize it. And you don't realize it. You are ground. It's either hollow, it's either fertilized and fresh and ready, it's stony, but you're ground. So we gotta be careful. We gotta walk in love. Walk in love. Pursue love at every chance. Pursue love at every chance. Some things ain't easy. We get it. I know that. That doesn't change the fact that we have to walk in love as a people. We have to walk in love as a people, because seed, time of harvest, it doesn't change. The nature of seed doesn't change. So it doesn't matter what seed you put in, if it's a good seed or bad seed, it's going to produce something. It's going to produce something. So let's walk in love every chance you get. And if somebody in your atmosphere, someone is not walking in love, put it where it needs to be. In love. Put it where it needs to be. In love. We don't have to get belligerent, angry or nothing like that, because then we're allowing the transference, right? We're allowing that. Don't have to do that. Just put it where it needs to be, in love, and go on by our business.